Welcome back to Outdoors Maryland, everybody. Today we're outdoors in Virginia. If you remember, a few weeks ago, I was supposed to be on this section of trail, but then, unexpectedly, nature was like, hey, here's 12 inches of snow, deal with it. Well, we elected to not deal with it and we went home. So now I'm back out here again, completing this section hike. We got beautiful weather this weekend. It's gonna be mid 40s, high 20s at night, sunny blue skies, only a 4% chance of rain. Knowing me, that means it will rain. However, the one difference is that instead of Riley out here, we have someone who's been on the Outdoors Maryland channel before from the Catoctin Mountains video. We got Graham back there.
Hello everyone.
But I'm really looking forward to completing this section hike. It's gonna be a beautiful time. Let's see what we can see. You can tell a lot of people have stepped here because that is a perfect boot width. We just got to the ridge line of Blue Ridge Mountain, and boy is it rocky up here. It's looking like Rock Sylvania all over again. So we're descending into some sort of gap or holler here. And if you look across the gap, not only do we got a steep climb, but you can see we got some big rock ledges right there. I think I can actually see a person on top of it, so I think we will probably be climbing up to that next. We have reached the Mountaineer State. For the rest of this section of trail, the trail pretty much follows the West Virginia state line. They picked a good spot. We're almost at that rock ledge and there's a good view of the Shenandoah Valley behind us. Although other than that, you're not really following the ridge line. We're actually on a little descent right now. Certainly not following a waterway. I wonder what possessed them to put the line right here.
The words of John Denver, country roads, take me home.
Hell yeah. We're just eating lunch up here at Raven Rock / Crescent Rock, something called that way. And perfect midday, gorgeous view, ton of day hikers out today. 7 more miles till David Lesser shelter. So if you remember in my last AT section hike video, we entered the roller coaster and I explained all about that. I've now officially hiked through it. This northernmost part of the roller coaster was not as bad. Honestly, I think the name roller coaster is a little bit of a misnomer because it's the AT. It's 2,200 miles long. It's all a roller coaster, right? Hard to believe, but that mountain right there, that's Sugarloaf Mountain. One of the, maybe actually the most known mountain in Maryland, one of the most hiked. I'm sure on a beautiful blue sky day like today, it must be so crowded. We're past all the day hikers. I've only seen one in the past probably 3 or 4 miles. But now, getting flashbacks to the last West Virginia trip because there's snow on these logs. It hasn't snowed recently at all. It must have been just a little dusting out here and it's still there on the shady side.
Oh well. There you go. A little bit of a dusting. Oh wait. Come here, William.
We keep hiking along this ridgeline and it is just gorgeous. You can see all the development down there in Loudon Valley. And it just goes to show that this, the Blue Ridge here is really just like a wall blocking development. Because on the western side of this, you have which you can't see, but on the western side of this is the Shenandoah Valley and it's all agrarian. So we've come across this spring here. We're trying to debate if it's man-made or not. I mean, it is almost perfectly circular. It looks like it's got this built up berm around it to prevent it from flowing downstream.
A good reception here.
Not too frozen. How's the view up there?
It's amazing, dude. I can see my house.
All 70 miles away. Guys, if you watched the ending of my last AT section hike, it got ruined with Riley because of rain and snow. One of our options was to hike through today's stretch in the dark, just for the sake of completing the hike. And I am loving the decision to leave and come back later more and more, because because this section of trail is honestly one of the most beautiful on the AT, if not the most beautiful on the AT I've ever encountered. Look, holy cow, look at that view. That is outstanding. I can think of no better location than right here to watch the sun go down. You can see so many ridges of the Blue Ridge Mountain. There's water down there. Perfect view westward. We're only 0.6 miles from the shelter. I don't usually like to get into the shelter at dark, but I think watching the sun go down right here is well worth half a mile in the dark. Good morning, everybody. About 17 degrees right now. You can see the moon up there. It's 7 a.m. There's the sun. This is how you know it was cold last night. The condensation froze to the rain top of our tent, and now the water that runs down the trail has frozen. Well, there's your shot looking over the Potomac River into Maryland. So this is Outdoors Maryland. And you can actually see first, that is a famous advertisement that used to be on that rock cliff there. And then that's also a really popular hike up there. So I think the most obvious person is that one person in a white jacket moving right there, but you can see all the people on top of the cliff. All right, everyone, we have arrived in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. We're sitting out here on the confluence of the Shenandoah and Potomac Rivers at the point.
Woo-hoo!
We did it. We hiked the 22 miles in 2 days. This morning we came out of the David Lester shelter through Snickers Gap. Fairly irremarkable considering the views we had yesterday, and really easy. Some of the easiest hiking I've encountered on the trail. We expected it to take us 5 to 6 hours, and it only took us 4. So now we're just waiting here for the shuttle. But thanks for watching this Outdoors Maryland episode, and I'll see you guys next time.
Love y'all. Yo, real quick, dude.